We want to welcome everybody this evening to Goat Locker Racing's third and final recruiting race here at Auto Club Speedway. I'm Patrick up in the booth, and same as last week, we're going to have a broadcast with JB down in the truck, and he is getting ready to start his qualifying laps now. But we'll have 50 laps tonight, and it should be an exciting race at this big 2 mile track. A lot of trucks out here this evening. I think we've got over 30 trucks out here this evening. So again, should just be an exciting race, and if it goes anything like last week, stay tuned for the finish. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, Pat. I think we're going to see a lot of good racing here tonight. Auto Club, 2 mile track, wide racetrack. Going to give these guys a lot of room to maneuver. They did a great job on the short track at Richmond last week, so no doubt we'll put on a good show here tonight.
Yeah, last week was, just awesome. For the short track racing and all that, had a lot of really good bumper to bumper racing there. But now we've got some wide open spaces here in Auto Club, and I think we're going to see a lot of the same there. A lot of really great racing, but this track always lends itself to three different grooves, four different grooves. Some guys will try that low line. A lot of guys will be up rim riding, so I'm excited for it, man. I think it's going to be a good time. We got Jam Promotions as our sponsor for this evening. So this is the Jam Promotions 100 from Auto Club Speedway here with Goat Locker Racing. Season starts up next week on May 20th, and we cannot wait to get this thing going.
Absolutely. All right. Going to throw the first lap away here in qualifying to let these tires get heated up a little bit because the truck needs to be down towards the bottom for this fast lap, but it does not like it on cold tires. So we're going to take this second lap here. I'll get the truck down a little bit lower, see if we can't get a little bit better time.
Let's see about jumping in the truck here with Jamie for this qualifying lap. See how he navigates this big 2 mile track.
Not very well. Not what I needed right there. Truck got a little loose in the middle of 1 and 2. It's really going to hurt the time.
As we jump in the cockpit with him, we can see him counter-steering there a little bit. On left-hand ovals, it's not good if you have to steer right, but I think most people know that. But these trucks can be quite the handful. I think what a lot of people don't realize is, being a truck and no weight really on the rear end of the thing, it's hard to keep these trucks, underneath you.
That's not good at all. Very disappointed in that lap. Really expected better.
I'm telling you.
Hey, it looks like we got Anthony Radel at the top of the speed chart right now with a 41.6. Good job to Anthony. We'll see if that stands.
Yeah, looking real strong right now. And whether it's sitting on the pole position or sitting back in 8th right now, that Gill Insurance Advisors truck looks really sharp under the lights tonight, Jamie.
I appreciate it. We are going to go ahead and drop to the back at the start of this race. So other than really just, trying to put the car on the front row for our sponsors, it really wasn't going to matter for starting position because I'm just going to drop to the back and ride around, keep an eye on these guys, scope out the talent for this being our final recruitment race. Yes. And then see if we can't bring it up towards the front as it gets closer to the end.
Yeah, last week definitely able to do that as we watched Jamie in that Gill Insurance Advisors number 15 truck work his way up through the field. Little late race incident there kind of took him out of contention, but it was a hell of a run to the front, and I expect much of the same this evening. As we got a couple of the other Goat Locker racing drivers out here tonight. We got Cody McElwain, who's going to be running his number 6 truck, which is the Fallen Lineman Foundation truck. And then as a new announcement this week, Alex Cruz has joined our team. And so for the upcoming truck season, we're going to have him in one of our Goat Locker racing trucks. We'll make all those announcements next week when the race actually gets going. But we got some exciting things going on. We've got things from promotional giveaways, thanks to Jam Promotions. Oh, and would you take a look at that? We got a new subscriber in Cat NFL. Thank you. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And anybody else that's out there, please hit that subscribe button on Twitch when you're watching us. Help support us. And if you know nothing about our mission and what we do, we support a lot of veteran nonprofit organizations and half of all of our profits and proceeds go back to them. The other half goes into making all of this happen and allowing us to do some giveaways and some different things that we're going to be doing throughout the season. So please hit that like and subscribe, whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're at, and that way we can keep this thing going and keep supporting our nation's veterans, active military, policemen, firefighters, and first responders. So, thanks for the subscriber there, and y'all check out some new and fancy graphics we got going on. But a lot of exciting stuff.
All right, Pat, I'm going to go ahead and knock out the driver's meeting real quick. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third and final recruitment race for Goat Locker Racing Truck Series. We got 50 laps here tonight at Auto Club Speedway. We've got unlimited fuel, unlimited tires, one fast repair. This race is being broadcast on Goat Locker Racing on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So race comms are for race chat only for issues. This is not for chat in general. So keep the race comms clear. Have a good race, everybody, and we'll see you at the finish.
Yeah, I tell you, Jamie, this has been the biggest field we've seen so far. We had 39 trucks register for this race, and I'm anxious to see, just how many actually take the grid here. But just an outstanding turnout for our final recruitment race. Really lends itself to what our, series is going to look like moving forward. And we got another follower. So Scott Rankin decided to go ahead and mash that button. I know Scott's probably got like 17 screens going. He's probably streaming himself all across the world. But we appreciate it, Scott. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, and Scott is coming to us from Australia, just to show that Goat Locker Racing is like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. And we also, I'm not sure if he's in the race tonight, but we also have a driver that is actually from Germany. So he may not be here tonight, but he's definitely in the league. So.
And we picked up another follower and Chiefy 10 there, but I was going to go more Step Brothers on that one, Jamie. A little Prestige Worldwide.
Prestige? Oh, okay. All right.
I think that's more Scott style anyway. Prestige Worldwide. If you've not watched the movie Step Brothers, for anybody that's watching, please don't stop watching us right now. But when this race is over, go watch that movie. Catalina Wine Mixer. You'll love it. But we have a great field of trucks out there right now. With Scott Rankin on the pole, taking the pole for this evening's race. And we'll take a look at the grid for this evening. Starting second is Riley Halverson. Starting third is Jonah Colbert, one of the mainstays over in the original Rebels Racing League. I know we race Xfinity cars against him on Friday nights, and he's going to be strong this evening. To his outside, starting fourth is Anthony Radel. Good to have him out here. Always a strong driver. Starting fifth is Cody McElwain, and, I'm going to say I'm a little partial. That's my boy from Goat Locker Racing, but great to see him out here in that fallen lineman truck. Starting sixth is Eddie Smith. Starting seventh is Mason Thompson. Eighth, Peter Murray. Ninth is Joe Yakes. Great to have him out. And rounding out our top 10 is Richard Robb as we get ready to go green. And the green flag is out, and we are underway. And a good start. Both trucks side by side as we are three wide in certain spots back down through the pack. And that number 20 truck gets a good start to the outside as Scott fights back hard on the inside. It's going to be some tough racing as they stay side by side coming out of two. We got one truck down on the apron, and we got some trucks wrecking back in the back. Seems we had a couple of them. We'll go back and take a look here if we can see. Looks like Tyron Blanford jumped down into the pits. He must have gotten into some sort of an accident there. As we see his truck is all mangled up. So a little bit of action there on lap number one. What did you see from where you were at, Jamie?
Honestly, I was too far back from it to really see. I was in the middle of 1 and 2 when I saw the smoke coming up on the back stretch. So it was nothing but white smoke by the time I got there. I know on the beginning initial start, the 28 truck had some kind of issue. I don't know what happened to him, but he was down in the infield trying to get up to speed. Looks like he's gathered it up now, though. And right now, I'm cruising around behind old Brian Brogan and that number 45 chrome Valvoline truck. He loves his chrome.
That boy does love his chrome for sure. It is always a good time to have him out here. Love seeing him out here on the track with us. Always a good race. Had a hell of a race last week. So glad to have him out here. Glad to see a lot of the guys out here this evening as we'll switch over to Alex Cruz in the number 10 truck. And he definitely took some damage during that accident that happened on the front stretch there. Is the back end of that truck is a little messed up. So he should be making his way down to pit road to get the back end of that truck fixed up. But Alex Cruz, the newest member of Go Locker Racing, and the number 10 TikTok truck, looking a little beat up right now. But if I know Alex, he's going to get up on that wheel and no matter what, get that truck to the front.
Were there any issues with that incident that we need to address, or was it just racing?
Looked a little bit like racing right there. We'll have to go back and take a look at it and save the replay and really analyze it. But it just, guys fighting for position, on these opening laps. And, sometimes you see that. We all get the jitters and the nerves and everything else going. And you get underway after half an hour of practice and qualifying, and you just want to get to the front as fast as you can. So I think a little bit of patience pays off here, and probably came into play with that accident. Just a little lack of patience and understanding. Sure. It was lap number 1.
Sure, and I'll tell you, these trucks really, until the tires pressure builds up, get some heat in those things, that bottom groove is nowhere to be. So, guys need to be a little bit careful. Best bet's just to get up top. You're going to save tires up there anyways. You run that bottom, you're going to use these things up, and you will not be going very fast after about 10 laps.
For all of y'all that have not had a chance to, and yes, I did just throw out a y'all.
That is correct.
Had a chance to see Cody's number 6 truck in the Fallen Lineman Foundation. Got him featured center screen right now. And Jamie does all the paints for our team and just does a freaking awesome job with him. And Jamie painted up this scheme, and we put it up on Pinterest. Not Pinterest. Where did we put it up? Instagram. Reddit,
re-edit, whatever you call that thing. I don't know.
We're just old guys. We're trying to learn. And, man, a lot of people really loved it and loved what it stood for. And it's great to see it out here on the track. And I love the chrome effects that, Jamie, you're able to get into these trucks and cars. And, I mean, even in the modifieds we ran last night. I mean, it's just really cool to see all our sponsors highlighted like the way that they are, from Jam Promotions to Gill Insurance Advisors, Tracks for Vets, G2G Trailers, Travis Lee Creative, just everybody on the sides of these trucks looking good. For this restart, we'll keep a focus on Cody, see how he's doing. This is probably one of Cody's more favorite tracks. Loves the big 2-mile tracks and wide open spaces. I'm a big fan of Auto Club myself. Won a lot of races at Michigan. I've won a couple here at Auto Club. Wish I was in that truck tonight, Jamie.
Yeah, I wish you were too. But hey, we made commitments. We gotta fulfill those commitments, and we're gonna put on a good league for these guys. We're gonna fulfill the sponsor requirements. So we're just gonna make it work.
Yeah, we are. As the pace truck is pulled off, and we're getting ready to go back underway, as we're going to be 5 laps into our 50-lap race here this evening. And the green flag is out, and they are underway. Again, it doesn't seem like one line is getting too far away from the other line. And Scott Rankin doesn't look like he got the best of restarts there. As now Eddie Smith takes that number 25 Tide truck down low to see if he can't start challenging for the lead, as they are 3 wide for 3rd place right now. Cody, and I knew that he would, starts to make his way up towards the front here. He is side by side with that 38 truck, now looking to move into 4th position.
Yeah, we got him wrecking. Got him wrecking.
Yep, as I see a couple cars jump on off the wall here. We are still under green, though.
Wow. Not sure how. We had trucks on the wall. We had trucks going to the inside. And some of these guys in the back just, I don't know. Just continued on plowing through. Luckily, it didn't make a bigger issue.
Yep, as we see a battle for third place right now, as Eddie Smith has got that number 25 tied truck sitting comfortably in third, and now Cody McElwain is to the outside of the 38 truck, still trying to make his way towards the front. A lot of good hard racing right now. We got a caution that has come out.
Get yourself up in the tree there, buddy.
Swear.
We'll go back and take a look here to see if we can see exactly what happened here. As we've got
Not really sure what was going on there. I don't know if, I don't know these guys' names because we've got them, people just picking up into this thing, but don't know if they got together or if somebody just got loose down on the bottom. Not sure what that issue was.
It seems we got a couple of these guys with some connection issues, so trying to go back and take a look at how the accident actually happened. All I could really pick up was a truck down on the infield coming to a stop. So we are under cautioning for the second time this evening on lap number 7 of 50 in the Jam Promotions 100. Posted here by Goat Locker Racing. Again, our season starts up next week. We've had some great recruiting races, some great drivers join up for the league. If you haven't had a chance to check us out, please, by all means, head over to our Facebook page at Goat Locker Racing. We try to make this real easy for everybody. If you go to Twitch and you look up Goat Locker Racing, you'll find us. And I know. And YouTube, I'm telling you, if you haven't figured it out, Goat Locker Racing. There's not two of us out there. There's no other Goat Locker Racings out there. So, but it's been awesome to see and watch, and as we continue to build upon this and what we're trying to do, for our veterans and our active military, and give back to them and give them a league where they can come and race and enjoy themselves and have a lot of fun and be competitive. And again, stay tuned for the season coming up. We're going to have some really cool giveaways. We got some Goat Lager. Sounds like a good beer, Jamie. Actually, it doesn't sound like a good beer.
Maybe that's next. That's the next endeavor.
Oh, is that okay? All right. We'll start brewing beer. I don't know. You never know what we're going to do. We might brew beer. We might sniff glue. You never know. But we got a lot of really good stuff going on, and we got some swag in the works to be able to get out to some of our drivers and to get out to some of our supporters here on Twitch and everywhere that we're streaming on Facebook Live right now. We want to give back to you all as well, so stay tuned. We're going to have some cool stuff we're going to be giving away here in the next month or so as we continue to build upon this, and really thankful for our sponsors and all that they do, and really thankful for all the drivers that have come out this evening to help support what we do.
Got to volunteer to help drink the beer when it gets brewed. That's coming from Alex. Alex, you need to focus on driving the truck right now, bud.
Alex, I said I would only say nice things about you. And here you are trying to take a beer break in the middle of a race. I tell you, Jamie, it's hard to find good help nowadays. As they are lining up side by side now for what is going to be our third start of the race, or second restart of the race here. We're going to come to 10 laps completed, so we'll still have 40 laps to go, and hopefully these guys can get some things sorted out. Again, this has been the biggest field of trucks we've seen. We do have some guys in here because it is an open hosted session that aren't normally a part of the league, but we're always scouting for good talent. We're always scouting for good people that want to help us build the community that we're building right now. So good to see some of these other drivers come out. Hopefully we can pick up a couple more.
We don't have many spots to fill, that's for sure. So we can be very selective with who we pick up.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I think both of us received messages today about, are there any spots left? Like people panicking.
Yeah.
But I tell you that speaks volumes to what we're building in the community and the drivers that we're surrounding ourselves with. People want to be a part of this, and that is just phenomenal. And it's great for our sponsors too, like Gill Insurance Advisors and Jam Promotions, G2G Trailers and Tracks for Vetsman. All of it goes to a great cause and doing great things. As we are back underway again with Riley Halverson in that number 20 Toyota, back on point again, gets a great start, dives down to the apron. And Scott Rankin on the outside is going to have to deal with that number 25 truck of Eddie Smith, as they are now 3 wide for third place yet again, with Cody McElwain to the inside. Oh, and there's some tight racing through the field right now.
All right, Pat, when you get a chance, I need you to check the back of the truck and see how much damage I've got.
Can too, but we've got 5 trucks right now under a blanket, all racing for that third place position.
When you get a chance, I'm okay, but...
Oh. I mean, they are fighting up through the field right now as Cody is trying to find him some space to be able to get that truck rolling in the right direction as he settles back into 5th place. And he's getting challenged by the number 9 truck of Trevor McManus to the inside. As they are still 3 wide for 2nd place. Oh, and that is an aggressive move to the top from our number 38 truck of Peter Murphy. But makes it work. And here comes Trevor McManus. He's seen a lot of success in some of our races here as of recently. Won our very first recruiting race, had a good race there at Richmond, and now is having a great race here at Auto Club Speedway. I think these gentlemen have calmed down a little bit here. Might be able to check out the back of that truck there, Jamie. As we pick up that Gill Insurance Advisors truck, and the right side of your tailgate is all but pushed in.
Yeah.
You took a significant hit.
Yeah.
As that number 39 truck to your outside has a very wrinkled nose, so I mean, I'm no mathematician, but I might be able to put 2 and 2 together here.
Well, it was a green truck that apparently doesn't understand that just because the green comes out, if the field don't go, you can't go.
Yeah, we've seen that from time to time. Is just understanding a little bit of the racecraft here. As now Scott Rankin is challenging for the lead and dives down to the inside of Riley Haverson to try to take back over the point in that number 8 Ford. Clears him through the center of 3 and 4. And it's now back to the lead as that number 20 truck crosses him up.
You just missed my Kyle Larson impersonation.
You wall riding back there, Jamie?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Split the middle, took him 3 wide.
As that number 20 truck crossed him up and moved back to the lead yet again. And now here comes Scott Rankin to the inside. These two are really chopping it up here for the lead right now as they are nose to tailgate back through the field. 1st through 5th, all battling very hard right now.
I like it. You used the tailgate reference. I like it.
I've owned a truck or 2 in my time, Jamie. A lot of great racing back through the field. We have just completed 15 laps of our scheduled 50 laps this evening in the Jam Promotions 100 here with Goat Locker Racing. For everybody watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live, thanks a bunch. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. All that goes back to our great sponsors that allow us to put this on, like Gill Insurance Advisors, G2G Trailers, Tracks for Vets, one of the great veteran nonprofits we support, and Travis Lee Creative, who's done all of our logos and a lot of our graphic work, another great veteran-owned company. As they continue to battle it up, the battle for 1st and 2nd has calmed down here a little bit, but 3rd through 5th is just a hornet's nest right now. As I see a lot of guys that are diving down to the inside, getting clear of that truck to the outside, but that truck to the outside gets a great momentum off the corner and ends up taking that position right back. There is a lot of back and forth going on right now. So Cody McElwain still is fighting his way up through the field. Clears the number 38 truck. And right as I say that, the number 38 truck is fighting back on the outside right now. This Auto Club always provides for some great racing. I tell you, Jamie, the watching this race up from the broadcast booth is pretty dang exciting. You see these trucks 3 and 4 wide going through these corners.
We got a wreck. I can't see a thing.
I know, man. I think we need to start putting like an age limit on.
All right, we're through it.
Or something, you know?
So we go back and take a look here. We got a couple trucks that have slowed down on the backstretch.
Woo! I had no idea where anybody would be. That was crazy.
We have the 98 truck down in the grass right now, and he pulls back up on track. And now we take a look at the number 3 truck, who's got some right front damage and some tailgate damage. So he obviously was a part of this mix-up here, and we'll see if we can't do a race rewind and see exactly what happened during this accident. Again, a lot of trucks running side by side here and battling for position, and it becomes a fight on each and every lap.
Keep race comms clear.
So we go back live. And we hear Jamie happen to let a couple of these drivers know one of the big things that we enjoy so much about racing is just being able to race and not have to deal with people calling each other out and all that stuff. You know, everybody gets heated in the moment and all those types of things, but the community that we're building here and the things that we're doing here, we want to be able to people to enjoy themselves and not have to deal with the, I don't know, we'll just call it crazy drama. So I'm sure there's a couple upset drivers right now, but you know, hey, it's racing and we'll get back underway. We'll take a look back, and we haven't had a chance to really look at where Mr. Cruz is, but he is had an up and down evening, as we can see. Yep, he uses his quick repair to get that number 10 TikTok truck all fixed up. So hopefully with a fresh truck here, he'll be able to fight his way up towards the front, as it looks like he has been involved in a couple things here at the rear of the field. The right side of that truck was tore up pretty good. The tailgate was kind of beat in. So hopefully he'll be able to get back up front. We'll take a look at old Brian Brogan, as he has got a banged up truck himself. I think at this point in time, he's just getting the repairs done and not wanting to use up that quick repair. You do have a lot of time here at Auto Club Speedway to get repairs done under caution, as it takes a while to get around this track, Jamie.
Yep, I did. I went ahead and used that quick repair for myself. Truck was just a little too loose, and I think that damage was causing that. So we're back to being all up, good to go. Hopefully we can start moving up through the field.
Again, as we take a look at one of Goat Locker Racing's drivers, Cody McElwain, in that number 6 truck, and we'll pull up his information from Alabama there, and we'll kind of go down through the field here a little bit. And Riley Halverson, the number 20 truck, who's been up front battling for the lead with Scott Rankin sitting back in second place of that number 8 Ford. Trevor McManus, who, see, Jamie, some people do listen to us. We've actually got a picture of Trevor's face, and I'm not sure that's a good thing or not, but we've got it, Jamie. When I pull up his driver information, I've got Trevor McManus staring into my soul.
Nice.
As the trucks are lining up 2 by 2, he's going to go back and listen to this, Jamie, and be like, really? That's what you said, man? And I'm like, welcome to Goat Locker Racing, brother. Where we treat each other like brothers and sisters, and we have a lot of fun, and we pick on each other. But there's Jonah Colbert sitting back at 7th place, having a good, solid night. I expect he'll be up towards the front here shortly. And Joe Yakes, mainstay of the Broke Scrub series, great driver, does a lot of streaming and everything himself. So great to have him out here this evening. As we look at the 38 truck of Peter Murphy, who is up there in that top 5, even top 3 battling. See if he can get him back up there. And then Melissa Liguri, up 23 spots from where she started in that number 28 truck. Looking real good there in that Hendrick Automotive truck. So great to have her out here this evening.
Yeah, that was a good recovery. She had the issue on the initial start, was down on the infield, recovered, and is doing nicely. So good job for her.
Awesome. As that pace truck is pulled off, and we're going to get back underway again. 20 laps complete of the Jam Promotions 100 here with Goat Locker Racing. As that inside line gets a fantastic start, and Trevor McManus is able to keep up with that 20 truck as he is on his tailgate, and he is giving him all that he wants right now, as Trevor McManus is looking to lead this race with a fresh set of tires here. As it looks like Joe Yakes is down on the apron, probably got a little bit loose there on them cold tires, but got that truck gathered back up, and he'll continue on his way. As now Riley Halverson pulls the lead, and Trevor loses the truck.
Caution.
And we got a couple other trucks that got involved with it as well, as those cold tires seem to have got the best of a couple of these guys here. And we've had a couple of trucks, a couple of our contenders spin out as the number 8 truck is down, come to a rest on the infield. Just a tough break for some of these guys here, as they were battling hard up front, and I just don't think they understood that those tires needed to warm up just a little bit more there, Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, until you get to about lap 3, you cannot run this truck wide open. We're 22 laps into this now. Not sure why this is still an issue, and it's being an issue for some people that I know better. So we need to settle this down and get back to good racing.
So yeah, a couple of our front runners there, which is a little bit surprising to see those guys make that kind of mistake. Both Trevor McManus and Scott Rankin both sent their truck sideways, and luckily did not collect up, just too many other trucks. It looks like everybody else was really able to avoid them, but I'm sure they're going to come down pit lane as Trevor McManus actually stays out. So we'll have to see how angry he made those tires when he slid it sideways there, but he decides to stay out, and we'll see how that plays out for him.
Yeah, we'll give everybody credit for that. They had their issues, but they did a very good job of keeping the trucks from becoming a bigger hazard and taking out more trucks in the process. So hats off for that. Need to be a little bit smarter now, and let this race develop and quit trying to get everything on one lap.
So we really haven't seen too much of a green flag run this evening. For us to really see, who's got the short run truck and who's got the long run truck here, and who's really good at saving tires. Again, a little bit of a product of we've got a pretty big field here this evening. A little bit of it, it is an open hosted race, so we've got some guys here, but we've also had some of our regulars and some pretty veteran drivers make some mistakes this evening. But if we can get it cleaned up here, we're going to probably go back to green at the halfway point and have us a good race to the end. I'm pretty hopeful that that's what we're going to see, Jamie.
Yeah. It's going to start thinning out here, and we'll put on a good show before this is over with.
As we take a look out front, most of the trucks have been out for a little while now, and we'll have to see. Really curious to see why Trevor didn't come down pit road, but track position a lot of times at these different raceways and all that stuff ends up being very, very important. So he must not thought he slid those tires too much and wanted to protect that third place starting position and keep that track position. So we'll see how he continues to battle. But Trevor's fast. He's been fast, you know, in all the races that we've been in. He's been up there battling for wins every single week. So, would not surprise me to see that number 9 Indy Autosports truck battling for the lead here shortly. And as we have the trucks lined up 2 by 2 here, we're going to get ready to get back underway. So go back and take a look at the running order here as we look at the number 10.
Yeah, it's a little jumbled up right now. iRacing hasn't caught up yet because it's telling me I'm in the inside, but it's showing me in 16th.
As the running order is a little jumbled up right now, we could go back and take a look at Alex Cruz here in the number 10 TikTok truck as he continues to kind of be at the back of the pack here. So hopefully, again, he can get that truck, you know, underneath him and be able to work his way up through traffic. We'll take a look at Jamie here, and we'll head back up front.
Ready, green.
And the green flag is out as we are back underway here with half of our race complete. So 25 laps of 50 here at the Jam Promotions 100 with Goat Locker Racing. And that number 20 truck gets a great start and is out to the point right now. As now we see Trevor McManus battling the number 25 truck for second place.
You gotta be kidding me!
And we have got a accident going on in the back right now. As I see Jamie is bouncing off a couple different people. And we stay under green right now. As that Gill Insurance number 15 is a little beat up, Jamie. You've got some tailgate damage and some spoiler damage there, so we'll head back up front and see how things are going up front here. As that number 20 truck is back out to the lead of Riley Halverson. Eddie Smith is in second place in that number 25 tie truck. Is now Cody McElwain has moved his way up into third place, moved past Trevor McManus, and now sets his sights on taking over second place from the number 25 truck. As we've got another truck loose in the center of the corner. A couple trucks get together, but they get it sorted out. Everybody's pointed in the right direction, and we are still under green.
All right. Now that that's done,
As our top 4 drivers are nose to tailgate right now. As Trevor McManus is now making a charge back to the inside of Cody McElwain. And it's just that high line is able to keep the momentum up, and he's going to tuck back in and try it again. As the number 25 truck of Eddie Smith now is putting all kinds of pressure on that number 20 truck, who has had it out front for most of the evening here. Cody gets a great run off the corner and is right on the tailgate of the number 25 truck and moves to the outside of him, trying to make that pass for second place as Eddie really pushes the 20 truck into the first corner there. And Cody moves to the outside of the 25 truck and sets his sight on the leader right now as he is pushing him down the backstretch. Cody looking very strong this evening and is able to work his way up through the field, as now the number 9 truck has moved past the 25 truck. So Trevor McManus now to third place as Cody McElwain makes a move for the lead going down the front stretch and led that lap. So for the first time this evening, Goat Locker Racing out to the point, Jamie.
fantastic. Keep up the good work, Cody. How's Alex doing?
Go back and take a look at Alex right now, and Alex sitting back in our 17th position and is battling his way up through the field here. Well, as now his timing and scoring's catching up to me a little bit. I believe he's sitting in 13th right now as Joe Yakes looks to the inside of him as they were 3 wide for a moment. Joe recovering from a little bit of an issue there on our last restart. Got the truck gathered up and lost a lot of track position, as now we see Scott Rankin also trying to make his way back up to the field here. Scott sitting in 15th position right now And I know desperately wants to get back up towards the front as he was having a heck of a race there. As Cody McElwain has now started to put a little bit of space in between himself and the other front runners, as now Riley Haverson is falling back to 5th position. Cody McElwain sitting in 1st, and Trevor McManus. And man, Jamie, we've seen these two drivers beat and bang for wins in each one of our races so far, and it doesn't surprise me to see them sitting 1-2. As Eddie Smith now in that number 25 Tide truck is sitting in 3rd position. So with clean air on the nose of that number 6 truck, we'll have to see if he's able to hold off Trevor McManus here. As we've got 20 laps to go here in the Jam Promotions 100 presented by Goat Locker Racing.
Yeah. This race goes green for Cody. I'm sure it's all over but the crying at this point. He's not going to give up a lead at Auto Club.
Oh, man, as Trevor wanted to squeeze up in front of Cody, but Cody had the momentum on the outside there and is able to keep that lead. Trevor McManus is looking awful strong right now. But again, if I know Cody, and Cody's probably saving a little bit right now and not wanting to run that hard, he is probably running just hard enough to keep that truck out front. As they are side by side for 1st place right now.
Caution, caution.
And the caution has come out.
Kind of talk me through what's
I'm
going
so
on
far
here.
back, I have no idea what it's for. We'll see how much repairs I can get done on this truck. Who is that? See, is that the 9 car that's down?
I have not seen what the cause
3
of this.
car, maybe?
I'm going back and taking a look right now, JB, as we go back and take a look at a couple of the trucks right now. Go back live and see where some of these trucks are at. There is the Gill Insurance Advisors number 15 of Jamie Barkus, and I'm sure they'll be bringing that truck down to pit road for some repairs.
Does it even look salvageable? Probably not.
Oh, Jamie, I tell you, it's roughed up pretty good. So my guess is it's gonna be, you're gonna have a few minutes of repairs there.
Oh, I should have held on to that fast repair, but the car just really wasn't running good. Truck, sorry. So I knew we weren't going to be competitive unless we got that damage fixed.
Man, I tell you, I got all the compliments in the world for saying, "Hey, man, you said tailgate," and I mean,
I can't remember what I'm in. Yeah, I know. Like I got some people. I don't know if they're maybe lap down. So
we got a couple different
I'll tell you
pit
what.
strategies here, and I see Scott Rankin in the pits yet again, looking like he's trying to get some repairs done, and quite honestly, looks like he's going to end up going a lap down as the pace truck comes around here. He's been sitting in the pits for some time, so not sure exactly what happened with that truck there. But unfortunate for him because he was very strong at the beginning of this race. Obviously, set the fastest lap in qualifying. Tough breaks here this evening. So as we got a race off of pit road right now, as Cody McElwain comes out first. So we will get back up front and see how the running order sorts itself out here.
And you called it right on the money. 2 minutes of repairs.
Nice. Every once in a while, I get something right, man. Every once in a while. Because it looks like
I know you're broadcasting this thing, but I do need you to be my spotter right now and tell me where the pace car's at.
Well, I will keep an eyeball on our Go Locker Racing teammate, Cody McElwain, as he heads off into turn 3. I haven't seen him pick up the pace truck as of yet, but I'm sure it's coming around quickly.
I've got the pace car now. I can see it. So.
Yep, as the pace truck is coming out of turn number 4 right now. But as we take a look at our pit stops there, Cody McElwain went out with the best stop there at a 15.6, but our second place runner, Charles Stevens Jr., looks like he only took 2 tires there as he had an under 10-second pit stop. With Eddie Smith with a 14.5 and Trevor McManus there at a 15-second. So we got a little bit different here, and nice to see old Charles Stevens Jr. there take a gamble here. I haven't really called his name this evening, so he takes a 2-tire stop and knows that there's only going to be about 15 laps to go here, and we'll see what he can do up front.
I'm trying to maximize the amount of time on my repair. I didn't take any tires, any fuel. So I was able to get half of it done. We'll see if that improves anything. It's definitely not going to be good enough to contend, but...
That old Gill Insurance Advisors number 15 truck still looks pretty rough, my friend.
It feels rough.
We'll head back up front here. It's Cody McElwain for the first time this evening is going to have control of this race. Great to see that number 6 truck in the Fallen Line Foundation out front here. With Charles Stevens to his outside and Eddie Smith, who's been up front in that number 25 Tide truck, and the number 9 truck of Trevor McManus starting in 4th position. The number 20 truck of Riley Halverson, who has been up front for quite some time, is going to restart back in the 5th position here. So as the pace truck pulls off, we'll get ready to get back underway here in the Jam Promotions 100. And Cody McElwain gets a great start, goes early in the restart zone, and clears everybody by 3 and 4 truck lengths. As they are 3 wide for second place right now between Eddie Smith in that 25, Charles Stevens in that 88, and that number 9 of Trevor McManus is now the number 20 truck of Riley Halverson moves to the inside. Falls back into line here, and they are battling hard for second place. As now that number 9 truck of Trevor McManus dives to the inside, and they are still 3 wide, battling for that second position. As now the number 38 truck has brought himself back up into contention here, and they are getting impatient. 14 laps to go here of our scheduled 50 laps in the Jam Promotions 100. Again, brought to you by Goat Locker Racing. If you're watching this evening, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you're on Facebook, and make sure you support us so we can continue to support our veterans, police officers, firefighters, active military, and first responders.
And those dudes that climb up the poles and get your electricity back on after storms.
Oh, you said guys that climb poles. My mind went a completely different direction. I thought
we haven't branched out to that yet.
I'm just an old retired Navy guy. All right, back on point here. It's a family show, Jamie. It's a family show. It's Cody McElwain still leads this race, looking very strong there. And again, almost like you said, Jamie, when Cody gets a lead here at Auto Club, it is going to be very difficult to get it back from him. As they have now settled themselves out single wide, a little racing back through the field here, as the number 20 truck now is making a march back towards the front and wants to get the lead of this race back after falling back to 5th position. But he is pushing that truck very hard right now as he pulls up to the tailgate of that number 6 truck of Cody McElwain.
Well, I know Cody, and he may not sound like it, but he's as smart as they come, and he's only going to run that truck as hard as he needs to stay in the lead. So he's going to be more than happy to let Trevor use up those tires with 10 laps to go here.
Oh, I can't stop laughing. Sorry. That was a good one, Jamie. He might not sound like it, but damn, Cody's a smart driver. We love you, Cody. I promise you. And for your family that's watching, Cody's one hell of a racer, and we could not be more proud to have him on the team and call him one of our brothers.
Absolutely.
So, as Cody and Riley Halverson battle for that first position. Riley continues to try to make the inside work, but as we've seen here at Auto Club Speedway, you get one heck of a run off the corners when utilizing the outside here. So as Riley, again, tries to stuff it down into the corner, He cannot clear Cody, and Cody will get the run off the corner yet again. And Trevor McManus in that number 9 truck is just sitting patiently behind the both of them, waiting to see when he can pounce.
It shows show you how far back I am. I thought it was Trevor that was in second place. So,
As we come to 10 laps to go here. Now, Trevor is this time, Riley does. Oh, he's going to squeeze him. Cody gets into the back of him a little bit to let him know that he wasn't clear. But Cody backs out of it, not wanting to cause an accident, and now finds himself back in third place as Trevor McManus finds himself as an opportunist and scoots his truck up in there as the number 20 and number 6 get together as they were racing for the lead. Again, though, I think that's probably going to... we have yet another follower this evening. Kilo 317. Appreciate the follow. Thanks for following us. Thanks for watching us here on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook or wherever in the social media worlds that you're at. We really appreciate it.
Thanks a bunch, Kilo. We appreciate it. Jump on in this chat and say hello.
As there is a fierce battle for the lead right now as these 3 trucks are dicing it up. And I have to imagine that Cody is not very happy with the number 20 truck and squeezing him like he did. As now the 20 truck pulls away a little bit, and Trevor pulls a little bit of a slide job on the number 6 truck, and Cody gets the run to the outside. And this is going to be a battle for the win here.
Have you ever seen Cody get mad?
I've not seen him get mad. I've seen him get very quiet.
That's what I'm thinking is going on right now in that 6 truck. I'm pretty sure it's silence.
I'm sure it is dead silence. Because every once in a while, when we're out there joking it up or cutting it up or whatever, you know, Cody will join in with us. But when he gets focused, it is dead quiet, and that's when we know we've got to watch out because he's getting ready to try to come to the front here. These 3 trucks continue to battle for the lead. 7 laps to go in the Jam Promotions 100 presented by Goat Locker Racing. And it has been an exciting race this evening here at Auto Club Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I think I'd been better off buying a ticket for this than getting in this truck.
I tell you, Jamie, this has been an exciting race to call and an exciting race to watch. With all these trucks on the track and all the action going through, I tell you, man, I am beside myself. Cannot wait for the season to start next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I really wish this thing would just blow up so I could get up in the booth with you and watch the end of this. But it keeps running, so I can't quit.
Oh, as these guys are not cutting any slack to each other. As Trevor McManus' patience is about wearing off, and he's making some aggressive moves here. As Cody tries to get a fender to the tailgate of Trevor, and isn't quite able to make the move there. As the number 20 truck now gets about a 3 truck length lead. But I guarantee these 2 boys back in second and third are coming for him. And this race is far from over as we're going to come to 5 laps to go. Oh, and Cody and Trevor McManus get together a little bit there as Cody slid up the track, and I think Trevor was trying to pitch him down just a bit. The 2 trucks touch. Trevor graciously backs out of it a little bit, gets past for 3rd place, and now puts Eddie Smith into 3rd place. So now Cody has 5 laps to go track down that number 20 truck and see if he can't bring home the win tonight for Goat Locker Racing. Now while we got a moment to breathe here, let's go back and see how Alex Cruz is doing. He has moved his way up into the 12th position, up 12 positions from where he started. And he is 3 wide. Back here with the number 16 truck and 00 truck is Joe Yakes is back here with him as well. Trying to make a move in that Indy Auto Sports truck.
And I'd like to give a shout out right now to Andrew Almquist in the number 13. AA is having a really good run tonight and got that truck in the 5th spot. Great job, AA.
Yeah, have not called his name yet this evening. AA is a great racer from the Broke Scrub Series. Raced with him in many different series. Great to see him out here in that number 13 truck, and great to see him up in the top 5 right now. So awesome job, AA. Love that you're out here racing with us, brother. As right now, as we are coming to 3 laps to go, that number 20 truck is just pulling away ever so slightly. It is going to be a tough road here if Cody is going to get up here and be able to battle for the win. As he is now, he is losing hundredths of a second each lap here. So over the past 2 laps, he has lost a tenth. And then when him and Trevor McManus got tied up together, he lost almost half a second to our leader. So, and he's now fallen back into the clutches of Eddie Smith. So we'll see how this continues to go as we are going to come to 2 laps to go here in the Jam Promotions 100 from Auto Club Motor Speedway. As now Eddie Smith looks to the inside of Cody McElwain and clears him coming out of 4. Now sets his sights on first place, as it seems that Eddie Smith has saved a little bit here in the tank, but I just don't know that there is enough race left for him to go up there and catch our leader of Riley Halverson. As the number 20 truck now with a comfortable lead coming off turn 4 is going to see the white flag come out, as we are going to have our final lap here this evening, brought to you by Gill Insurance Advisors. 1 lap to go. That time around, Eddie lost a little bit of time to our leader. So barring anything crazy here at this point in time, or any mechanical failures or any mistakes by our number 20 truck, all he's got to do is get through turns 3 and 4, and he'll bring home the win this evening. As now Cody McElwain has fallen back to 4th position as Trevor McManus has gotten around him. I believe Cody has just used that truck up and doesn't have a whole lot left, as he's now got AA on his tailgate here. As the number 20 truck comes out of turn 4, heads down the front straightaway, and is going to be the winner this evening for Goat Locker Racing's Jam Promotions 100 at Auto Club Motor Speedway. Congratulations to our winner, Riley Halverson, in that number 20 Toyota.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice job, Riley. We'll get to talk to him in just a minute. Come on, guys.
As we have Eddie Smith in that number 25 tied truck, finishing in second position, and Trevor McManus rebounding up to 3rd position in the number 9 Indy Auto Sports truck. Cody McElwain in the Goat Locker Racing number 6 Fallen Lineman Foundation truck, finishing in 4th position, and rounding on our top 5. Hell of a job, AA Andrew Almquist in the number 13 truck.
So give me just a second. Let me get the top 3 to stand by. We need a top 3 to stand by for interviews. Riley and Eddie, I don't think you guys are in our Discord. I will get you a link here in just a minute. If you guys could hop into that and let us get you interviewed on the broadcast, we'd appreciate it.
As Riley is burning it down right now on the front straightaway. Good for him. Raced a really good race and found himself falling back to 5th position there for a little bit, but knuckled down, elbows up, and got that truck back up there to the front as he continues to burn it down. We'll go down through our top finishers here. As Charles Stevens on that 2-tire stop for Big Fish Motorsports ended up finishing in 6th. Melissa Ligori in that number 28 truck, finishing in 7th position. Again, an outstanding rebounder, an outstanding night for her as she found herself there at the start of the race, down on the infield grass there. So great recovery. Finishing 8th is Jonah Colbert. Congratulations to him there at JC Motorsports. Awesome to see him out here racing with us. Finishing in 9th in that number 16 truck is Bobby Matsuzuki. Boy, that's a mouthful, Jamie. And I'm terrible with pronouncing people's names too. So, Bobby, my deepest apologies. I am sure I just jacked your name all up. Rounding out our top 10 is Kyle Plumstead, who oddly enough, Jamie, was the guy that was hitting me up this evening. He was like, "Hey, can I jump?" Or yesterday, can I be a part of what you guys are doing? And we're like, absolutely, come out and race with us. So good to see him bring it home in the top 10. Finishing 11th is Joe Yakes. 12th, Jonathan Nance in that number 11 truck. Finishing 13th, our other Goat Locker Racing truck, Alex Cruz. 14th, Brandon Wallace. Great to see him out here in the number 99 Double Down Racing truck. Finishing 15th, Mike Browning in that number 4 truck. 16th, Jesse Rowland. 17th, Ted Deckard. And 18th, William Schroeder. I didn't even know Piano Man was out here. Is that our William Schroeder, Jamie?
That is. That is. He was. I was gonna bring it up that he was doing a really good job of just minding his business and stuff and taking care of the truck and uh, had a solid run tonight.
Good job, Piano Man. We always love having him out here. 19th is Robert Rock. 20th is Eddie Spruill. 21st is Anthony Radel in that 00 truck, so a little bit rough night for him. 22nd is Brian Brogan in that number 45. Loves his chrome. Awesome race this evening, Brian. Great to have you out here. Finishing 23rd is Jamie Barkus in the number 15th Gill Insurance Advisors truck. A little bit of a rough evening, but was able to scout out some talent and really be our in-race reporter down on the track for us this evening. So big shout out to Jamie. Finishing 24th is Peter Murphy, who had a pretty good night there, but just got wrapped up in some later accidents. 25th is Mike Bertosa, that number 97 truck. And then Matt Knighties, who just joined us this evening from Intensity Racing, finishes 18 laps down, got involved in a couple wrecks there. And for our heartbreak of this evening, finishing 27th is Scott Rankin. From starting on the pole to finishing 27th, not the night I'm sure he wanted to see. And then finally, Logan Sturgeon, one of our favorite police officers out there in the force, mainstay in the original Rebels Racing League, big supporter of us, runs our Xfinity series on Friday nights, the Goat Locker Extreme Xfinity series, hosted by the original Rebels League. So thanks, Logan, for coming out. Definitely didn't have the night that you probably wanted to have, but we truly appreciate your support, brother. That really rounds out our finishing order for this evening.
Okay.
Most of the other trucks are way down in the laps down field.
Okay, I guess Eddie Smith and Riley are both in the Discord now.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get them an invite. They must have already been in here. I'm not sure. Oh, they're in the waiting room right now. Well, Eddie Smith is.
Okay.
Eddie and Trevor's in there, so pull one of them up.
Yeah, well, hey, stop yelling at me.
I know. Gotcha.
Stop yelling at me.
Chaos.
I know it's
We're
chaos.
out of control. We're out of control right now.
Well, hey, it's controlled chaos. Is that the way we call it?
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, Eddie, it's Pat and Jamie at the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, brother, hell of a race this evening. It was a battle, for you, but you battled in that top 5 all evening there in that number 25 Tide truck there. And I will mention that's a sharp looking truck, brother. So take me through your race and how it went for you this evening.
I think I knew that it was going to be a draft fest and runs were going to be super important. And with it being like a hosted race, I thought that folks would take every run they could get. And that's kind of what was happening. I was just trying to make sure that I didn't lose the top 3 or 4 the most of the race. Trying to figure out what lines fast win. And towards the end, had to get out of the gas for somebody. I believe it was Charles. I think he was on 2 tires.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, it was basically just hammered down and got really lucky. I got lucky that Trevor had to check up and was able to get by him, and then Cody had to check up as well. Without those, I would have finished 4th, I'm sure. It was so tough to get a run if you had to check up or anything if you didn't take it.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, this is Jamie. Again, congratulations. Good finish, man. Top 2 or top 3. Sorry, you did finish 2nd. So were you already in our Discord, or did you come into this through the hosted tonight?
I've been here. I'm part of the.
Okay.
Yeah. I joined you guys through Jonah Colbert and Old Rebels. So.
I got you. Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome. Glad to have you here. Hey, you got any sponsors you need to thank? Any shout outs?
Just Jonah Colbert. He does all of our paints and stuff. Didn't do this truck, but I'm sure he'll put together something really nice for the next season. So shout out to him and shout out to y'all. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for putting it together.
All right. Hey, no problem, man. Glad you showed up and put on a good finish for us. So good run tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, congratulations, Eddie.
Thanks.
All right, then. Well, we will pull Trevor up, and I'm just going to give him the precursor when we pull him up here, Jamie. We don't need 50 laps. We just give me the highlights. I'm going to mess with him. Watch what happens. Hey, Trevor, Jamie and Pat up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, boys.
Hey, buddy. So,
We're making this a weekly ordeal, huh?
unfortunately, we're going to go with. Oh, man, that was rough right there. So before we get too deep into your interview, Trevor, just let's hit the highlights. I don't need all 50 laps.
I got you.
We love you to death, but hey, man,
Yeah,
each and every week, man, we've seen you battling up there for the win. We've seen you up there. You and Cody have been really battling side by side there, and there at the end, you both were battling real hard. There was a lot of give and take. Saw a couple times where you guys kind of touched a little bit, and you backed out of it not to cause an accident there. So kind of take me through your race, man, and how it went for you.
That was good. Thought I was screwed in qualifying. Made my way up through the field. Had some good battles up front. It was a great race. I love racing Cody. Honestly, I really do. It's a lot of fun. That other guy that won the race, he was fun to race around everybody in this league. I love this league, man. I look forward to it every weekend.
All right, Trevor, man, another great run. This is becoming a tradition already, and this league series hasn't started yet. You've got a win. All 3 weeks you've been top 3. So how much preparation did you put into this race tonight?
Throughout the week, not a lot, but today I went out. I thought it was 60 laps. Me and my crew chief were talking, and he I wanted to know what pit strategy we might go on if it went green, because this league's awesome, and we have a lot of long green flag runs. I put about 40 laps in tonight. That was about it.
Nice. All right. Well, Trevor, you got any shout outs you want to make? Any sponsors you need to make?
Unfortunately, last weekend I dropped the ball. I didn't thank the veterans and the police and everybody. I'm not trying to suck up to you guys. I truly appreciate everybody fighting for our freedoms that we have right now. I want to thank my wife, of course. She's number one supporter of me. My team, Indy Auto Sport, Sim Racer Corn, our sponsors. You guys for putting on this broadcast, let me come into here, and just every single racer out there tonight had a ton of respect for everybody that I seen. I made some moves I probably shouldn't have with 3 wide, but it's Auto Club, and that's what you got to do, man.
For sure, man. There's room for it here at this track. 3 wide should never be an issue. Again, congratulations on the strong finish, man. You've had a great. I don't know if you're ready for the season to start or not. Maybe you just want us to keep doing recruitment races and with the run you have.
Ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
So we will see you back here next week, 8 Eastern time.
Yes, sir.
Kick off the inaugural season of the Goat Locker Racing Truck Series, and we look forward to it, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, Trevor. Have a good night, brother.
Yeah, you too, man. See you.
All right there. Well, it didn't seem we were able to get our race winner, Riley Havlicton, up for an interview, and that's all right.
Yeah. Discord was not cooperating with me. It was hiding the invite, so I had to copy it, and you can't paste into iRacing chat. So unfortunately, wasn't able to get that to him. But we will definitely get him a league invite after this race is over. I will shoot that to him. So if he wants to run with us, we definitely love to have him.
Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. And again, another fantastic race. And I know we talk about it a lot. What we're doing here at Goat Locker Racing, and our tag is built by veterans for veterans, and who we're supporting and why we're here doing this. Yeah, we all love racing, but we're all doing it for a bigger cause. And I can't wait to roll out some of these give backs we're getting ready to do, and some of these prize packages we're going to give out to some of our racers and some of the people that follow us online and watch our streams. We got some really exciting stuff coming for you guys. And as we continue to raise money and everything that we're doing for the veteran nonprofits that we're doing, and just the outstanding group of drivers that we have surrounded ourselves with and filled this league full of, tonight was just a great representation of that. Some mistakes made there on the track, but ended up. Oh, and that music just catches me off guard. Rankus again followed us? How does he do that twice, Jamie? Is he just that cool?
He's petitioning me. Oh no, he didn't follow us. He subscribed. See, Go ahead and pull him. He's our pole sitter. We don't have the race winner. Let's go ahead and get our pole sitter in here.
See what he's doing. I see what he's doing here.
Yeah. He's bribing us.
All right, Scott. So you got Pat and Jamie up at the booth. What are you doing, man?
I just wanted to jump by and say, like, honestly, I wasn't a bribe, okay? No way, it wasn't a bribe. I actually just wanted to jump up and say, like, for guys that are actually somewhat newish to race broadcasting, I was listening to the first couple of cautions. I had the stream on, and until the chatter in our Discord actually got kind of busy, it was the first time I had to turn it off. I was enjoying things.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, man. You know, it's we put a lot of time and energy and everything into it, and been having a blast
The
with
broadcast.
Yeah.
The quality is fantastic, guys. Like, again, for you don't. It's not to be understated that you don't see guys at the point that you guys are at, with the production quality that you have, with the quality that you have, with the broadcasting skills and knowledge that you guys have. Like, I wanted to jump up, flap the gums and say hello.
Damn,
we
Jamie.
appreciate it, Scott. We appreciate it, man. You know, we kind of fell into this broadcasting thing. I don't know if it was by accident or what.
Kind of.
We running the Extreme Xfinity series over with the original Rebels Racing League, and they needed a stand-in one night, and you know, they asked both me and Pat on 2 different occasions to stand in and do that when they had a guy missing, and it's just kind of taken on a life of its own from there. And we found out that we're actually kind of having fun with it. It's not as fun as racing. I'm not going to go that far. It's not as fun as racing, and to be honest, it is starting to cut into our racing a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna make this happen, and we're gonna put this on for everybody, and hopefully, you know, everybody that sticks with this league enjoys it and benefits from it on the, you know, for themselves. So it's been a blast.
I mean, it's difficult, right? Because some of the things I was saying to a few of the guys over in the Indie Autosports booth tonight was that what you got to take from tonight, it is a recruitment race, it is an open lobby, and some of the driving standards definitely reflected that. So ultimately, just to be actually up there and racing at the front with a guy with the prestige and the I rating level of Riley Halverson, I mean, Jamie, you and I ran into each other in trucks a couple times over the last couple of weeks running at the front of Top Split. I climbed into the truck and went, I'm just going to run around the back. I'm going to be one of those no-shows. I'm never going to have pace. And then I slapped down a 41.5 tonight and went, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, good job on that pole, man. That was a good lap, because I can't get the truck to stick that early in the run. So I was definitely disappointed in my qualifying attempt tonight, but yeah, good job on that pole.
Oh, mate, like, I think for the first time ever, Yakes actually said to me, look, Scott, you're better than me. Go get him tonight, buddy. And I went, what? I'm not better than you. Don't say that. It's just Auto Club. This is just my track, boys.
So, no, we appreciate it, Scott. We appreciate you, you know, stopping by the broadcast booth and dragging you up here. And I mean, if you're just going to throw around compliments like that, I mean, we'll just interview you every week. I mean, that's the best damn interview we've ever had, Jamie.
It was. Well, you know what? And this one, I've got to say, this one topped our one from Monday night. You know, I mean, I thought that was the best one. We asked the guy who we wanted to thank. He said me. I mean, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. But Scott has topped that by far.
Yeah, he definitely.
Well, look, I mean,
flatterly.
It's
get you everywhere.
It's not undeserved. It's not undeserved. You guys, I mean, it's and Jamie, you were talking to me about it this week. The rules and everything are still getting flashed out. That's part and parcel of growing a league. Like, I mean, I made that comment on race comms tonight. I think was that I'm always a fan of clearing black flags in the pit stops if it's out of driver's control. There are a lot of things that are in driver's control, but I'm pretty sure I was like 6 cars back from where I should have been when I went into pit lane, so therefore that's not those drivers' fault. That's completely not on me and give me an EOL and those sorts of kind of things, you know. But hey, look, growth pains are a big part of leagues, and if you can't go through the growth pains and come out the other side better for it, then you're never going to survive as a league. And I've got faith with you guys because you guys have got stable heads on your shoulders, shall we say?
Oof.
Yeah,
you don't know me too well.
All right. Let me take that back.
I did hear you. Well, I saw you keyed up, and I heard a little bit of what you said. But to be honest with you, me and Pat were doing this broadcast at the same time, so I really couldn't make out
that's what I
what
put
you were
against it.
saying. So look, just like you said, it's a hosted race. At the end of the day, yeah, some people might have gotten a bad end of the stick, but you know what? The guy completely just take me out. So there's a lot of that to go around. We'll once the league starts next week, both me and Pat will be up in the booth, so we'll have race control going on. We'll be able to see more of that kind of stuff and be able to address it. So, it is what it is. I hate it for them, but I hope they understand that too.
I'm coming for you, Jamie, mate. You only finished a couple places ahead of me this week. Next week, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you.
I don't know how I finish ahead of anybody. Wow.
All right, Scott. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Appreciate you supporting us. We
And
look
if you
forward to
guys-
having you next week, man.
Yeah, no worries. If you guys ever need another pair of hands in the comm booth, you know who to call.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Who you gonna call? That Aussie.
Yeah, that's right.
Or Ghostbusters, whichever comes first. All right, Scott. Have a good one, brother.
You too, brothers.
And that, my friends, is Scott Rankin, the man from down under. He probably hears that all the time too, and doesn't like the Crocodile Dundees and whatever the heck else I was getting ready to say. That was probably very stereotypical or whatever.
I'm sure he says plenty about us.
Yeah, solid point there. That's a solid point. But again, it just speaks volumes to what we're doing, and we hear that on, not to. Somebody told me earlier today to stay humble. And I'm trying to practice that a little bit, but it's we hear that quite often, Jamie, about what we're doing and the people that we're bringing around us here, and that everybody really enjoys it and really loves what we're doing. So it's great to hear it again from a guy like Scott. Great to hear it from a lot of these drivers here this evening. But one last time, love to thank our sponsors. Can't do this without them. Jam Promotions. You guys are going to see some cool stuff coming from Jam Promotions. Look them up on the web. Jam Printing and Promotions. Gill Insurance Advisors, who has jumped on board with us and is able to help us fund this league and do different types of things. Tracks for Vets, a phenomenal nonprofit organization that we help support. G2G Trailers, Chuck the Trailer Guy here out of Indianapolis. And then Travis Lee Creative, a great veteran-owned business that does all of our graphic work for us and does our logos, man. Just awesome race this evening, Jamie. I'll leave it with you to sign us out.
All right. Yep. This is it for the recruitment races. It's time to get serious. These guys got a week to prepare now for our first race and the Goat Locker Truck Series. So, hey, looking forward to it. It's been a lot of work that's gone into this from a lot of people. It's not just me and Pat that have done this. I couldn't even list all the names off that have helped us get this going. So those that have helped, they know they've helped. So thank you. And we are going to go green at about 8:05 Eastern Time next Thursday, May 20th. Kick this thing off. So hope you guys will join us then for that. And until then, we will see you later.